Hello everyone, I'm Lisa Brown with InkItInspirations.com, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and in this video clip you are going to see an old technique that I learned, and I say old because it was years ago when I first started paper crafting that I learned this technique, and I have found that it is new to some of my viewers, so I wanted to share it here with you. This is a clip from a recent Facebook Live. It is a technique if you want to add faux ribbon to a card or add some fun texture. So let's take a look. So I cut some strips of Misty Moonlight in 3/8 inch, just like the ribbon is that width. It's probably a little wider than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it across the bottom. So that would be 4 inches if you're cutting, like 4 by 1/2 or 4 by 3/8, okay? Okay, so that's that. And that's not even straight, Lisa. Let's see. Let me do it with the paper trimmer. Okay. So we're going to put that right there. I'm not going to glue it yet. So I have another piece, and I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm going to like break up the fibers in it. So, you know, the paper, the cardstock is made up of fibers, and so when you take something and run it across, it breaks up those fibers. And in fact, it starts splitting the paper. You see that? And this used to be a technique we did all the time. Do y'all remember that? You pull it apart and it's got a fuzzy felting look. See that? See, I could have used that right there. In fact, I might. It makes it look like fabric. So you see what I did? I took my bone folder and I ran it over the cardstock, and then I do this way. And then I did it again. And when you do that, it splits those fibers up, makes it much thinner, and it's almost like fabric. Okay? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it, make 2 loops, and fold it toward the center like that. Trying to decide how big I want my loops, because I'm making a bow, a little bow. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to use glue dots, I think. Let's see if I can get this to work right. Oh goodness, that's what I was afraid of. It's light fabric, so it kind of acts like it too. Has a mind of its own with adhesive. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so I just kind of made a loop. Okay, make a loop with it. Once you decide how big you want your 2 bow loops, and then I'm going to put one in the center there. Let's get this in here. All right. And this is kind of uneven there, so I'm going to trim it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this extra piece and I'm going to loop it around like this. Glue dot in the back. And then bring this around, trim it off. Has anyone ever done this before with your paper, where you use the bone folder and then break the fibers and then split the cardstock? I used to do that all the time. That was one of the first things I learned how to do before I had lots of ribbon. Okay, here we go. So did I cut my, I did. Okay, so again, in case you want to see it again. Okay, I'm just running that bone folder over that cardstock. This should be a bloopers video. Okay, split it. Okay, now I'm going to put this down here. And so I'm going to use liquid glue just because it gives me a little leeway to move it around. Okay, see that? And then right there. And we have a card that's going to be made totally with stamps, ink, and paper. So let's put it all together. Mary Merlot. And I don't know about y'all, but when you add that contrasting color behind there, it just makes the whole thing pop. Even if it's just that tiny, what is it, 1/16 of an inch that's showing around the edge. Well, oh, good. I'm glad I'm showing you something that you haven't seen. It's it's great little technique to use if you don't have ribbon to match your project and you want ribbon. Make a bow. Okay. And then where's my base? Here it is. Okay. So that that sample, y'all, that I made must have been just a happy accident, you know. I mean, that was like, whew, I was like, what's going on? See, here it is. So I think they're both, the idea is still there. This is a little different. If I could figure out how to do that uniformly, I would, but I don't need to stress myself out again like that. So this is an easy way to add a sentiment, layer it up without having a punch or layered dies. Oh, great. I'm glad y'all like it. Okay. All right. So I will have, I don't know about this video, y'all. I'm going to have it up on my blog tomorrow. I may title the video, this should have been a bloopers video or something like that, because whoa, but it's okay. We work through it, right? And that's what we do. That's what we do. So anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Pam, Carol. Glad you were here with me today. And remember, look for my post next week about when I'll do a live. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to be sharing my birthday cards. Okay, for sure. I know I can do that even if I have a little girl by my side or something. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Remember to reach out if I can help you with anything, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Be sure to visit my blog. If you're not on my mailing list, you need to sign up and be there, because I send weekly emails with project ideas that you won't see anywhere else. Okay? All right. Y'all have a great day. Any questions? Leave them here in the comments. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.